My daughter left the nest and returned an S-rank adventurer. Is it a good show, and will it be worth your time this fall 2023 anime season? Well, let's dive in and discuss and find out. Now, just when I read the synopsis of this show, I thought, you know what, if they do this justice and they live up to the premise they are trying to display here, I think this will be great. And guess what? After watching 2 episodes, I think this show is definitely a contender for a hidden gem of the season, as it doesn't do anything exceptionally well, but it covers a subject that is rarely really done in anime, and does it to a very heartwarming and wholesome degree. Now, first of all, let me tell you, if you want action and overpowered main characters and just isekai-esque power fantasy, then guess what? You're not going to find it here. This is not the show for you. If you just want like shonen-esque action, episode by episode, guess what? Not going to find it here. But what you can find here is a lot of enjoyment nonetheless. The father-daughter familial dynamic is pretty well done, I would say. I'm not a parent, so I can't speak to the veracity of how good it is, but it does seem quite good and wholesome, and it really just makes you smile as you watch episode by episode, and you see, especially Angeline, talking about her father, just hyping her father up, and speaking about him like the best person in the world. It really brings, a smile to your heart as well. So yes, of course, the main selling point here will be the father-daughter dynamic and this unique focus on it that we rarely get in anime. If you don't like that or you're not into that, I suppose I can understand why you might not get into this show too much, but still, outside of that, I think it is still a very wholesome, laid-back, chill, and nice show. Maybe a slice of life in a way. Even if you have minimal interest in the father-daughter dynamic, I think this is a show you can sit down, open up, and watch on days you might be feeling down or a bit bad. Watch it, and after think like, you know what? That was good. I enjoyed that, and feel better, smile more, and have a better day because of it. I think it is a very good pick-me-up show if you are in need of something like that. Also, the characters so far, I think, are nice. They're fairly well built out. They are exploring them more, and we're getting to learn more about them episode by episode, which I think is interesting enough as is. The world seems somewhat unique, and I'm interested enough to see what we might explore and find out about the world as we keep going along season 1. But yes, if you like the father-daughter dynamic, this is a must-watch, I have to say. I can't remember the last time I saw an anime with this focus being done so well. And if you're a parent as well, I think this can not only be full of enjoyment and smiles and smirks for you, but it can even be emotional, I would say, if you're, let's say, a father, for example, and you have a daughter similar to this, in a similar-esque situation. On the whole, I think this show, as I said, can be a real hidden gem. It is a show that can make you feel good, make you smile, make you smirk, and just be a really wholesome experience that you just want more of. After watching episode 2, I would just want to watch 10 more, like 20 more of this absolutely adorable dynamic. I mean, especially seeing the expressions and how the VA for Angeline really sells it, like the excitement about her father and just the sheer idolization and love for her father. It's just so nice to see, no matter how much they do so. In particular, the ending scene of episode 2, when this merchant comes to talk to Angeline, and they get to talking about her father, and basically the merchant then giving her father some compliments after she saw him in action, basically. And just the response and the animation matching we get from Angeline is like, yes, he's so cool, he's so awesome, he's the best, right? Let's talk about him forever and ever and ever, because he's just the best dad ever in the world. Like, having those sort of scenes, no matter how many times you get them, will never feel old to me. It is just so nice to see. You just want to smile. You want to just radiate a big smile across your face as you keep watching. So will this show be worth it for you? Well, again, if you listened so far, and you heard all my points, and you realize what this show is about and what it has to offer, and you think, that sounds good, then guess what? You should go watch that right now, and I think you will enjoy it greatly, and I think you will really find it to be a gem as well for this season. But again, if you want just action, or shonen, or isekai, power fantasy, or anything like that, guess what? It's not going to be here. You shouldn't expect it to be here just because it's a fantasy show. But that will be about it. I am greatly enjoying My Daughter Left the Nest and Returned an S-Rank Adventure. I will be covering it on the channel week by week. So if you want to see more of that, then please do like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to never miss out on a single video. And if you want to watch my review episode 1 of this show, then click right here and go enjoy.